Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. In today's video, I don't have any cool new pieces of equipment to review or any secret workout tips. I don't know, it's 8:35 at night. It's been a long day at work. Work fucking sucked. And training, warming up is sucking. And I don't know, I just wanted to turn the camera on to kind of document this moment, you know, and just talk about the downs of training and how, you know, mentally sometimes it can bog down on you, and how mentally we have to overcome that struggle, and how a shitty day can turn into a great workout. And I always thought that, like, if you're working out, the days that are like maybe shitty, or like the days you don't really feel like working out, I think are the most important days, because while you're training your body physically as well, you're training your mind and you're training your mental fortitude. Because I've been at work since 8 o'clock this morning, so I'm pretty fucking tired, and we are just starting a workout. So if you want to come hang out with me during this workout, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna say during this video. It's gonna be raw, it's gonna be as uncut as possible, and we're just gonna roll, man. We're just gonna do it. And if you guys enjoy the video, hang out with me for a little bit. If you don't like the video, I don't give a shit. Just scroll on to the next one. If you want to hang out with me, you're more than welcome to. Come on, let's do some squats. Definitely don't feel like doing these motherfucking squats. I'm in a phase right now where I'm doing high sets. These sets at 8 are not for powerlifters, I'll tell you that. These sets at 8 are for the fucking birds, because they suck. I'm doing a lot of high bar. Everyone's pretty much getting ready for bed, and I'm in the damn garage lifting some weight. But I'd rather be here and training than anywhere else. So come on, let's get it. Ooh, sets of 8 can kiss my ass. That can definitely kiss my ass. But that sets of 8, fuck that. I don't know how CrossFitters do it. There's way too many fucking reps. Oh, that's gonna take a 5-minute break before I'm ready for the next one. You got one heavy set at 8, then we're gonna do 4 sets of a drop down weight before we do military press and deadlifts. So I'm not gonna have y'all watch me break. When I get back, we'll kill the rest of this workout. So I'm a complete dumbass and did not realize that my mic was not working. Apparently the battery died. I'm not 100% sure. I'm new at all this, so you have to bear with me. We're gonna have a little bit of post-workout voiceover. I have no idea what I'm talking about here, but my feeling of this workout was, holy shit, it's late. I definitely don't feel like doing this. And again, like I mentioned earlier, it's really one of those things that these kind of workouts really matter the most to me, because you gotta think, you know, you really don't wanna be here, but you're still doing it. So it's a mental gain, I think, training under these conditions when your mind's not in it. It helps you kind of just remember and refocus on why you're doing it and what's important to you, and why in the long run these workouts really matter. Because when you're feeling gun-ho and you're ready to take on the world, you can do anything. But can you also do that when you don't feel like doing anything? That's important.
Man, I'm really disappointed the mic was not recording some of the stuff I said here, but basically what I was really wanting to touch base on and where my thought process was on just the importance of consistency in training. I know a lot of guys love to post the big lifts on Instagram for the Instagram clout, and that's all good and all, get your name out there, and I'd be saying for sure I'd be a hypocrite if I didn't say that I did the same thing at one point in time. But what you really have to focus on during training is long-term goals. What are you training for? What is your overall end game? What's your mindset for this training block? So a lot of guys will post these huge lifts on Instagram and claim this and that, and they'll get the shares and they'll get the reposts on King of the Lifts. And like I said, that's all good and dandy, but that shit really doesn't matter unless you do it on game day. So whatever lifts you want to post, whatever kind of crazy numbers you want to pull, no one's buying that shit that you're doing that at competition weight. So for me, why even do it at all? You know, I'm not sure who said it. I think it was Ed Cohen. You know, don't post save the big lifts for the competition, for meet day. What the fuck does it matter if you do it in your garage or in your laundry room or in your commercial gym? If that shit is not at body weight and you don't have 3 judges judging that lift, what does it matter? These guys get hurt or you know, risk potential injury doing these big ass lifts just for Instagram. And I get it, you know, I'm not the most popular lifter or the most followed lifter, but for me, I want to save all my sauce for game day, where it really, really matters. Could I post some big ass lifts, 10 pounds over body weight, to get a reshare on King of the Lifts? Absolutely. But that's not my end goal here. Your goal should be to be the strongest, most best version of yourself on game day, on the competition. So that's a little bit what I was talking about and touching base here. Sorry I got cut off again, technical difficulties, but either way, that was my main kind of point I was making here. Guys, if you're new to lifting, I get it's awesome to get a bunch of likes and comments on a video on Instagram and get your name out there. But again, focus on your training, focus on being the best version you can be. And if you're on a program, follow the damn program. There's a method to the madness, and there's a formula to peak on a certain time. And if you try to max out too early, again, you risk injury and you risk throwing your whole program off. I promise you, take it from a seasoned, experienced, old guy like myself, it is not worth it. Save the sauce for game day.
Alright guys, well I'm a fucking dumbass and really bad at technology, so none of that recorded any audio. I need like a better camera for YouTube, you know what I mean? Like with like a legit setup. I've been using my iPhone and an app to edit the videos. That's why sometimes they can be a little rough around the edges, but I'm hoping that they'll get better the more that I actually do. So didn't record any audio, but with the magic of post-editing, I will remember what I said during those sets, and we will pick up where we left off. Because worst case, we can just roll on with it. That's one thing I've been trying to be a little bit better at life, just rolling with the punches. Because I do stress a lot, more than I should. But who doesn't, yeah? All right. Fucking one more set of 8. God damn, these sets. Fuck a set of 8. What was I thinking? I wasn't thinking, that's what sometimes you write these workouts and you're like, yeah, do this shit. And then sometimes you're like, fuck me, there's no possible way. Alright, come on, let's get One more set. Let's go. Somebody tell me how many reps? What's 5 times 8? Because that's how many reps I did. That's too many. Too many. I can't math right now. All right, we're gonna take a 5-minute break. Set up for military press, and then we're gonna go from there. We're gonna make it through. The hard part's over. That's all like doing squats first. Hard part's over. We just fucking roll on, baby. It's all downhill from there. All right, guys, we've got the barbell loaded up. We're gonna do 5 sets of 6 reps. I think that's a little aggressive, to be honest, with how I'm feeling right now. But we are going to give it our fucking best shot. Because ain't nothing to it but to do it. Stop being a little bitch and just lift the weight. Constantly tell myself. Constantly. All right. This is where the money is made, right here, guys. I'm telling you. All right, 5 sets of 6. What the fuck was I thinking? I think that's the story of this workout. What the fuck was I thinking? I was hoping to be home a lot sooner than when I got home. Sometimes I wish I could train in a commercial gym, but it's just for what the weights I have to do, the equipment that I need to use or like to use. It's just so much better to train at home. I truly think that if you're serious about powerlifting and really getting your strength up, you need to train somewhere isolated, away from the general public. There's too many distractions in the gym. There's too many people hanging out and taking up equipment because they're texting or some bullshit. You need to be isolated. You need to be alone. You need to be with your thoughts. You need to be with your emotions, your anger, your stress, your everything. You need to be in a place where you can express it safely and not worry about being judged or not worried about breaking equipment. If something breaks in here, guess what? I'll just fucking buy a new one. You know what I mean? So there's something about training alone. It feeds the hunger. I don't know. There's something about it. All right, 6. Makes me think of my Olympic training days, or when I was at the Olympic Training Center doing like Olympic lifting, because military press, because we didn't ever do any bench press, because you don't want a big chest, a big tight chest, whenever you're doing snatch, especially in clean and jerk. But fucking military press was like our thing. Fuck, I did so much military press. So it's nice to kind of throw them in this cycle. Just kind of had some variety. I typically would do like Soto press here, or maybe like, I don't know, 3-second pause bench. But doing some military press, kind of, it always throws me back to those days. Those are some good days, some good times. I wish I knew the opportunity I had when I had it. But when you're 18, 19 years old, you're fucking stupid. You think that opportunities are endless at that age. But either way, here we are, still doing military press. I used to be able to do military press like 155, like 5 sets of 5. And that'd be a good shoulder workout. This is, what is this? I don't know, 60 kilos, so around 135. So we're gonna do a 2-minute break. We're gonna hit this again. We're gonna do 5 sets of 6. So this is set number 1. Let's keep it rolling. All right, we're up. Set number 2. Just like to chalk up when I'm doing anything overhead. Oh, it gets hot in this gym. I need to put my neighbor's been telling me to put a AC in here. So you gotta drill a big ass hole in your house. And that's not always something I'm adept to doing. So, we'll see. We'll see. It feels good to be in the gym. On days like today where I just really don't feel like training, it's just, I don't know. You get in here and you start moving and you start doing things. You just, especially after a long, shitty day like I had today, just feel like, I don't know, everything's gonna be all right with the world. And I really wish that more people did weight training, especially if they struggle mentally and if they struggle with demons inside their head and they struggle with just day-to-day stuff and, you know, carrying a lot of weight. Lifting weight really, really helps. I wish more people saw the benefit of that, you know what I'm saying? Not that this is the cure-all for depression, but definitely helps, you know what I mean? Have a physical outlet to exert inner anger in a positive way that builds the body, builds the mind. It's just can't be understated. Everybody should do weight training. Come on. Good set. Good set. All right. Set number 3. These are feeling surprisingly really well. So, not to jinx it, but I'm really tired to press. Always busting my shit. I got a buddy named Todd. He'll fucking pump these out like it's his fucking job. I think one time we trained together, and he did like, I mean, his shoulder was fucking broad as shit. He did like fucking, like 185, just repping it. Fucking monster. Cool dude too. Never met a guy named Todd I didn't like. So, his name's Todd. Typically a pretty cool guy. One of my best friends. All right. Had to earn that last one. All right. So this comes the time in the workout where, so I did 2-minute break in between each set. So this is where you as a lifter have to make the executive decision. Okay, so those last 2 were tough, really tough. So I have to adjust my rest time accordingly. Because remember, you want to make sure you rest enough to do the weight successfully. So if it costs me another minute of rest time, but I'm able to do the complete set with proper form and not risking injury, getting sloppy, it's worth the trade-off. Remember, especially for us powerlifters, we're not doing CrossFit. We're not doing a million fucking sets and being timed to see who's the fittest. We're trying to see who's the fucking strongest. So sometimes that means take an extra minute or 2. And that's when you make the executive decision as a lifter. Say, hey, I'm gonna go ahead, take that extra minute, go ahead and do it right. That's super important. That extra minute could make it, mean you hurting yourself or you getting the set done the way that it needs to get done, and you getting all the benefit of actually doing that set for that many reps. So again, what we're gonna do instead of 2 minutes, let's go ahead and add an extra minute of break time. It's late, it's already 9:37, but it's worth it to take that extra minute, you know, and make sure the next set is better. So let's take 3 minutes, we'll come back, and I think we got 2 more sets here. All right, guys, 4th set of 6 reps, 4 out of 5. Gonna go down. I'm going down, down. Getting to that stage of pure delirium during my training. It's about to be 10 o'clock at night. It is what it is. We gotta work tomorrow. We gotta wake up at 6:40. But it is what it is. This is where it gets done, guys. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Fuck it, we're having a good time. One-sided conversation, but it is what it is. All right, come on. Push it out of the way. All right, Jonathan, come on. How many are we doing now? 6. Come on. Training alone can be fucking doozy sometimes. Sometimes I wish I had like a training partner. But you guys are kind of like my training partner for tonight. So I appreciate you being here. One of my favorite training partners, not that I've had many, but my buddy Blake, that son of a gun, was a great training partner. He wasn't necessarily the strongest guy in the gym. Quite opposite. I love you, Blake, but you never were. He just had so much grit and like determination. It would always inspire me working out with him. Because like I said, he was never the strongest guy in the gym, but he was one of the hardest working guys. Like, he didn't really like, well, him being my best friend in school helped, but it was kind of hanging out with my buddy where we were training. But he really inspired me with his kind of just like his tenacity, because again, he was kind of like, I'd hate to say the weakest of the bunch, but he wasn't doing the numbers that everybody else was doing. But he showed up every training practice and he fucking gave it his all. I remember one time, because in Florida we do weightlifting as a high school sport. We do bench press and then clean and jerk, or we used to. Now they do snatch even, which is crazy. But I remember one time being so like inspired and like in awe of him, because he was like going for 185 clean and jerk. And back then we trained like 45s with like big ass bumpers. They looked like tires. And then obviously a metal 25 pound. And man, he kept failing. And he kept trying and trying and trying and trying. And I remember like sitting in the corner watching him. And I didn't want to fuck him up, you know, like talking to him, cheering him on, but like in my head I was like, you got it, man, you got it. And I can see it clear as day. He's wearing his fucking stupid Snoopy sweater he always wore, and man, he just sat in that corner and like he just went after it. He failed probably 50 fucking times, and then I remember him like getting it towards like, all right, let's kind of wrap up practice. And I don't know, it's just that drive. And I don't know if I would have attempted that max so many times and failing so many times. And I don't know, from that moment on we just trained together. He would come to my house like at 5 o'clock in the morning when we were in high school and like tap on my window. And he had to drive further away from school, like, you know, so my house wasn't like convenient. He had to drive like 10 minutes the opposite way, and then he'd tap on my window and wake me up, and we'd work out like around 5 o'clock in the morning. And I look at it now like, ah man, I miss those times. But like during, I was like, oh, this motherfucker waking me up at 5 in the morning to work out. But I had a little shed with some bumper plates and like a shitty squat rack and a shitty bar. But man, we did it, and those were really good times. So times when I'm training alone, sometimes I think about my friend Blake and about those times and like how I would give anything to kind of go back to those days sometimes. But either way, training partners, if you got a good training partner who's as dedicated as you are, who has the more drive than you want someone better than you as a training partner, because that's gonna push you. And I think in a lot of ways, Blake was better than me as far as just having the grit and the drive. Me, I was just naturally stronger than everybody. My age and like my weight group, you know what I mean? And I think Blake in ways was stronger than me mentally, because he didn't have the natural gifts as being strong, but he was really strong in here and in here, and that really, really counted. So either way, a good training partner can really make the biggest difference in training. I wish I had one, but sometimes I have to be my own training partner. Hopefully when my son grows up, if I'm still powerlifting, I can be his training partner. So either way, let's rest up a little bit and then we knock out this last set. We'll do some deadlifts, and then we also have incline dumbbell press, and then abs, which I might skip abs. I'm not even gonna lie to you. We might do it, fuck it. Now that I mentioned it, I'm gonna feel bad if I fucking skip them. So we're gonna do abs as well. So you guys stay tuned. Let's hit this last set. Actually, I've been rambling on for a while, so let's just fucking hit this set now. Sorry if the audio is kind of shitty. I'm just using my iPhone now because for some reason my mic stopped working. So either way, phone's right by the air conditioning. You probably hear that rattling in the back. It is what it is. We're not trying to be YouTube famous. We're just trying to motivate some people into getting into powerlifting. Review some equipment every now and again. Tell you what's shitty, tell you what's not. Try to be as honest as I can with you without hurting anybody's feelings. But I gotta be honest on shit. Especially if you guys are gonna be spending your hard-earned money on it. That's why I do those product reviews, because a lot of shit out there is just that shit. You know what I mean? It seems like every company wants to get into the home gym game after COVID, and sometimes they put out garbage. Either way, let's do this last set. 6. Come on. Alright guys, hope this is a good angle. Probably been a nice shot of my ass. Please enjoy the show. I'm probably going to dub over this because these are going to be loud. Oh, one thing I hate deadlifting, it's 10:07 now. I hate deadlifting late hours because I know it sounds so fucking loud for my neighbors. My neighbor has 2 young kids. I hate that I have even the slightest chance of waking them doing deadlifts. I'm going to try to set it down as gently as I can. We're doing 3 sets of 5. 3 sets of 5. Relatively very lightweight. These are more just technique sets. I do hook grip. So anybody who's done hook grip, you know that hook grip is something that you have to constantly hammer and practice. And it hurts every single fucking time, and you just have to deal with it and build that tolerance up. The first couple sets of anything hook grip really, really fucking hurt, and it's like your thumbs have to like really adjust and be like, oh, that's that familiar fucking pain. You know what I mean? It's the weirdest thing. It's hard to describe. But like, that set, those 2 reps hurt like a motherfucker. And then the rest won't hurt as bad. legs are feeling it from that squat. Tight, baby, feeling tight. Come on, we're at the end of the road. Come on. Whew. That felt like total ass. Whew. But wasn't that bad. But hook grip, like I was saying, I might do a future video on hook grip. I'm not sure if you guys would be interested, but it's something I had to develop the tolerance for. I have no idea how I look in this shot, but fuck it. You can hear me. The hook grip totally sucks ass. Major. Hurts like a motherfucker every time. And yeah, it was my solution to my grip problem. A lot of people have a grip problem on the deadlift. I have super small hands, baby hands, and makes me think of Adventure Time. So anyways, hook grip was the way for me to solve that problem, and since I have developed the hook grip to a tolerable level, because it hurts every single time, I have not missed a deadlifting competition. So something to say on that. Definitely a long process getting used to the deadlift, to the hook grip, but definitely worth it. It's not for everybody. The pain is intense. Like tomorrow, like it doesn't matter how often I do it. Tomorrow my thumbs will be sore to the touch and they'll feel like they're throbbing all fucking night. But I didn't miss the deadlift. I didn't miss it for grip. So that's the key there. Worth the sacrifice, worth the pain. Anyways, let's rest for about 2 minutes. Let's knock out the rest of these sets. We got 2 more. Then we're gonna do dumbbell press and abs. Don't forget abs. My girl Jessica made some muffins. My protein muffins. Fantastic mid-workout snack. It's important that when you're training late at night, like I haven't even had dinner yet, that you kind of feel the workout. You know what I mean? This is a long ass workout. So you want to feel the workout so you have energy to finish the damn workout, you know? You want to be careful though. You don't want to eat too much. Because if you eat too much, you'll puke. Especially on deadlift. So, a buddy of mine, Mr. Benchy Pants, Jeff, taught me 1 year at Nationals. He says, Jay, you can't throw up during the bench. So that's your time to grub. And I've listened to that, and that advice has been sage advice since I heard it. And he's a cool dude. If you don't follow him on Instagram, I think it's Mr. Benchy Pants. Super cool guy, super likable guy. Follow him. Tell him I sent you. He's an old powerlifter like me. Okay, fuck. Right. Come on. It's been about a week since I've done hook grip. Come on, it's like lobster claws. Belt came right off. All right. Whew. Let's take a 3-minute. Come back, kill that last set. Legs are starting to feel like jello. Whew. Come on, let's get it done. Shake it off, come on. Shake it off. That Taylor Swift song? I'm not sure. That'd be high. Fuck. Oh, my hands are burning. Alright. Let's put that away. Get the wrist wraps back on. And we're gonna do some dumbbell incline presses over here. Let's see. Well, let's get the baby's little rocker thing out the way. He loves this little thing. Look at this baby weights, y'all. Isn't that cute? And look, he's got a little dumbbell. 100 pounds, believe it or not. Very strong baby. So let's get that out the way. This thing, I've been meaning to do a review on. It's the Titan adjustable incline, decline bench. It's got a foot holder thingamabobber for your feet. I've had it for, gosh, man, maybe 2.5 years. Literally been meaning to do a review on it that entire time. I don't know. It's convenient to have, but I hate it. I like the build quality. Don't get me wrong, like the actual pad itself is awesome. There's a big gap there, not the biggest deal in the world, but I just don't like moving it. It is the biggest pain in the ass to move because, you know, I'll explain in a video. I'm gonna do a full video on this. I'm gonna stop being lazy and get you guys a good video. Definitely, I think there's better options out there, more expensive options, but nevertheless, this is what I could afford at that moment, and this is what we've been rocking. Okay, guys, hope that's a good angle. Probably the best I'm gonna get. All right, so we're doing 6 to 8 reps. Not a fan of going super heavy with dumbbells. I know a lot of guys do like that, but I tell you, every time I've ever gotten an injury from lifting weights, it's almost been with heavy dumbbells. I mean, almost every single time. So I almost kind of do like a moderate weight and then focus on form above all. So I haven't done these in quite a while. It's something I've been throwing in. So let's see how I do with 60s. Could tell that I haven't done those in a while because those were terrible form. The weight was light, so what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop it down a few reps and go up heavier, and I'm gonna add a pause. I'm so used to pausing everything that doing stuff like back to back to back throws me off. So I don't know, I probably could have done 5 more there. So those were 60s. I think we should jump up to, we got 75s. Let's jump up to 75s, knock it down to about a set of 6. Let's see how that goes. And yeah, kind of play it by ear. We're in the part now of the workout where it's the accessories. So for me, accessories are just as important as the main lifts, but that's where you play it kind of day by day, you know? Right now, it's 10:30 at night, so obviously we're kind of getting a little worn down, on the energy, a little tired. So we want to make sure that each workout has its own quality gauge. And by what I mean is, like, there's some days I might be able to come in here and do 100, but if on that specific day I don't have that in me to do the 100s, you really have to kind of have that mindset of, well, let's have today's workout be the only workout that matters. And that's a mindset that it's young to kind of grasp. I mean, it's difficult for young people to kind of grasp that idea, but a seasoned lifter will know exactly what I'm talking about. You want to do your best on that day. So that's what anybody can do. That's what any man or woman can do, is the best on that day. Some days you have it, some days you don't have it, and that's absolutely fine. There's so many variables in the day that are outside your control, but what you can control is the quality of your workout and training session. So anyways, that's enough rambling and coaching. Let's fuck around and find out how these 75s feel. Let's do a set of 6. Another thing too, guys, protect your wrists. See a lot of guys doing a lot of dumb shit, doing a lot without training, without proper equipment. SBD, shout out to them. Best wrist wraps, best powerlifting gear, best gear that a money can buy. I'm telling you guys, you can't go wrong if you buy SBD. 10 out of 10. It's kept me safe, it's kept me strong, it's kept me able to do what I love doing without injury. So again, SBD, can't speak more highly of them than I already do. Okay, let's try these 75s. Let's see how we rock and roll with them. I kind of prefer the Hex, my Hex dumbbells, because the grip is a lot thicker. These are skinny. Yeah, that's a good weight. That's a good weight that I can create that pause and make it harder. You guys, you have to understand, with dumbbells, there's a lot of sneaky ways to make the lighter weight feel heavier and be more challenging. Add a pause, hold it at the top, things like that. So for me, I can already feel my shoulder kind of talking to me just a little bit. It's kind of saying, hey guy, you did a bunch of military press, what the fuck are you doing? So again, that's something too, guys. You have to be aware of what your body is doing and how your body's feeling. That's super, super important. Yeah, we want to be fucking macho man. Be like, I can do anything, I can do the workout. But I'm telling you, I'm 35 years old. I have been competitive lifting for over 15 years. Wow, that's crazy. Wow, damn near about 20 years. So I, knock on wood, have avoided injury. Not always, but later on in my lifting career, kind of where I'm at now, I avoid injury because I listen to my body. If I do this next set, my shoulder's kind of just talking to me a little bit, we're supposed to do sets of 4, I might just do 3. It is much better, guys, I'm telling you. And you can say, oh, I'm not a pussy, I'm gonna do these sets. Man, fuck all that noise. You gotta listen to your body, guys. I'm telling you, if you try to bulldoze through and you say, oh, I'm gonna just fucking do this set, regardless of how I feel, I'm gonna man up and get it. Yeah, there's a time and place for that, guys. But we're so far from a competition. The last thing I wanna do right now is get hurt, tweak my shoulder, tweak my wrist, tweak my back, my knee, whatever the fuck it may be. You want to stay away from that. You want to train tough, right? Don't get me wrong. I'm all about training tough and pushing through and pushing past your limits. But you also have to listen to your body. Your body's going to talk to you, okay? And if something feels kind of off, it's way better to lay off than try to push through and create a serious injury that's going to not only impact this workout, but also workouts weeks, months down the road. There's some guys, everyone knows it, someone who says, yeah, I hurt my shoulder, I can't lift anymore, I don't do bench. Everybody has a fucking shoulder, back, or knee story. But I'm 35 years old and I've been weight training for 20 years. And I have avoided serious injury by listening to my body. I'm telling you guys, that's the key to longevity in, any sport. So that last set, I didn't love how my shoulder's feeling on that last set. So let's see. We did do fucking what, 5 sets of 6 military press with 135 pounds with 2 minutes break in between. My shoulders may be shot. But let's see how this set feels. In worst case, we'll drop it down a little bit on weight. This definitely wasn't heavy, but let's see how it feels. Okay, it felt okay on that one. I think what I did now with this set was keep everything forward instead of out here. See, even just that right there, I feel tightness. Yeah, I think, yeah, the last thing we want, guys, is any shoulder injury. Yeah, I think we'll do a break here. That last set didn't hurt at all. I think if I did tweak something, it's already tweaked. This, again, guys, you have to, what's the smarter decision here? Is it smarter for me to lay off to potentially save an injury, or is this last set really gonna be something that's gonna make or break my whole training block? I think absolutely not. So I think the best decision to do would be to go ahead and skip this last set, stay away from any potential injuries. Now, this is when you have to check your ego and you have to check your pride. Again, back to what I said, fuck the last set. Like, that's not gonna make a difference whether or not I have a great training cycle, improve or not. Yeah, the shoulder's talking to me a little bit, just something in there. Didn't like that second set. And that's all right. I mean, we did 3 out of 4. You have to check yourself, have to check your ego. We're in it for the long haul. Fitness, strength, world champions are made. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So let's put this fucking weight away. And in lieu of that, let's go ahead and hit legs. Why don't we do a couple set of leg extensions to make up for not doing this last set. It's 10:35. As long as I'm done before 11, I'll be happy. I'll have just enough time to shower and yeah, go to bed and get ready for work tomorrow. So let's go ahead and let's put this weight away. Let's do some leg extensions, get a little bit extra quad work, and I'll be really happy with this workout. All right, we're gonna smash 3 sets of 12 on the leg extension. I've always been a big believer on no fewer than 3 reps. I think I heard that like years ago. Arnold Schwarzenegger said it, and it's always just stuck in my mind. Accessories, regardless, minimum of 3 sets. That's what I've always told my clients. And also personal training, 3 sets is minimum to really engage the body. That's just a training rule. I think I heard Arnold Schwarzenegger say one day, and that's kind of what I've stood to. And yeah, so let's go ahead and smash these. Kind of bummed we had to do that we had to give up that last set. But it is what it is. And we get a couple puppy pets in between sets. They're my good boy, and I love you. And I love my good boy. I love my good boy. I do. Alright, you gotta get down. Dad's gonna get these leg extensions. Go. Go. Alright. Oh, leg extensions suck. Whew. Leg burning. The leg extensions are something that I like to only give like 30, 40 seconds in between. Cradle says, that's plenty of pet time, Papa. Plenty of time to get my pets in. He knows it's the pet station. I don't like him in the gym when I'm doing like deadlifts and bench and stuff like that, just because I'm scared he'll get hurt. Because he's a good dog, but sometimes he can be a little dumb and get in the wrong spots, and I'd hate to hurt him accidentally. But he's my sweet boy. He's my gym partner, right? Look how jacked he is, y'all. I'm a good boy. All right, you gotta get down. Dad's gonna be training. Go. 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 I gotta lift. Bless you. Bubba, get your butt out of the way. Oh, sweet baby. Okay, for the last set of most accessories, I like to bump it up at least 10 pounds for the last set of any accessory. Any client who's ever trained with me knows that last set we always go heavier. It's just icing on the cake for the workout. All right, I think we're gonna make it. I think we're gonna be done before 11. All right. Whew. These quads are gonna be done tomorrow. Bless you. Okay. Last set. Okay, come on. 12. 4. 6. Okay, halfway point. Come on. Ooh, burning, burning, burning. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, ooh, sweet Christmas. Okay. Oh my gosh, cramping. Okay, forget that. We're good. All right. Now, dreaded abs. Dreaded abs. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. If I wasn't recording this workout, I would take mash right inside and eat that shrimp and rice my wife made. But I'd hate to disappoint you. So let's go ahead and do abs. And we've got 3 sets, 20. I'm sure you don't want to watch me do sit-ups. So if you didn't want to watch me do sit-ups, go ahead and just skip this part and I'll meet you at the end. Get off, Bubba. Go, get. You gotta get. That's we're gonna do abs. Get. Go. Alright. I love you too, son. I love you too. Come on. You gotta get. Go. Go. Finish my abs. I'm trying to get shredded. I don't even lose count. Bubba, you gotta bounce, bud. Okay, come on. All right. I love you too. I love you, bro. You're my good boy. All right, it is officially 10:52, so we beat our goal of getting done before 11. But the lifting is done. But that doesn't mean that we're ready to leave the gym. If you have an illegal bar, You already know what I'm talking about, baby. Maintenance, cleaning up. So important to keep your equipment clean, especially when you pay $1,200 for a barbell. You don't want it rusting. You don't want it looking like shit. So you come here and you clean that bad boy. All right, guys, if you have stuck around, hold on. If you have stuck around for the whole workout, hanging out with me, I want to say a big thank you for being my gym bro for the day or for the evening. Hope you guys liked the video. No, it's definitely raw, not maybe as polished as my previous videos, but I just wanted to keep it real tonight. No fluff, no bullshit, just straight who I am and what I love doing. And I appreciate you guys being a part of tonight's workout. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next video.